Beneath our feet, within rock strata dating back 65 million years, scientists have uncovered something astonishing: microscopic spheres of rare metals scattered across the globe. Their distribution pattern perfectly matches traces of modern nuclear testing, yet these spheres predate human civilization by eons. We have always believed ourselves to be the pioneers, the first species to split atoms, smelt metals, burn fuels, and alter the skies. But what if we are mistaken? What if Earth once nurtured a more advanced civilization, and the passage of time has erased all today? We bear witness to new evidence that challenges our understanding of Earth. We shall trace the lost nuclear traces, investigate the bizarre mass extinction events, and question why the fossil record contains such vast gaps. Are you ready? The story begins here. 1980 geologist Walter Alvarez studies rock layers in Italy minor species and questions why the fossil record contains such vast gaps. Ready? Let us begin. 1980 geologist Walter Alvarez discovered a startling phenomenon while studying rocks in Italy. A thin layer of clay between rock strata contained iridium levels 30 times the normal value. This rare metal is commonly found in asteroids, but is exceptionally rare on Earth. This discovery overturned our understanding of mass extinction events. The iridium spike provided evidence for the asteroid impact that wiped out the dinosaurs 65 million years ago. Yet scientists were left with more questions. If an asteroid could leave such a clear imprint 65 million years later, what traces might a technological civilization leave? Could we detect these traces? The Silurian Hypothesis addresses precisely this question, named after the species from Doctor Who, questioning whether industrial civilizations existed long before humans, whose traces may prove to faint or worn by time into obscurity. Consider the deep time scale. If human industrial civilization persisted for 10,000 years before fading, it would be but a speck in Earth for 5-billion-year history. Seeking evidence would be akin to searching for a single page within 4 million volumes. Yet evidence ought to exist. Any industrial civilization consumes energy, alters atmospheric chemistry, and produces waste more enduring than structures. These traces become permanently inscribed in Earth's archives through rock, ice and sediment. The challenge lies in recognition. We recognize modern industrial signatures precisely because we created them ourselves. Emissions of carbon into the atmosphere, the global proliferation of plastics, the manufacture of long-lived radioactive isotopes. Future geologists will readily detect human impact. But what if ancient civilizations employed different technologies? What if the energy they harnessed could only be detected because we ourselves are creating it, injecting carbon into the atmosphere, scattering plastic across the globe, producing radioactive isotopes that endure for millennia? Future geologists will easily recognize our imprint. But what if ancient civilizations employed entirely different technologies? What if they employed materials we have yet to discover or manufacture, possessing different decay characteristics? Their industrial traces might lie before our eyes, yet be misinterpreted as natural phenomena. Iridium layers reveal how Earth preserves evidence of major events spanning millions of years. If it can record an asteroid impact, it can equally preserve traces of other events, uncharted energy sources, or the creation of enduring substances vastly different from human materials. That industrial traces might be right before our eyes, yet misjudged as natural events. Iridium layers reveal how Earth perpetually preserves evidence of major events. If it can record the day of an asteroid impact, it should naturally retain the imprint of millennia, a minus-old civilization. Scientists are examining rocks with a fresh perspective, seeking patterns of ancient industry. Their discoveries are challenging fundamental assumptions about life on Earth. The evidence begins with enigmas in the fossil record. Earth should narrate life's complete story, yet resembles a book with most pages torn away. Fragments hint at chapters we cannot decipher. Experts term these missing parts gaps, but this word fails to convey their immense scale. The Cambrian explosion, 540 million years ago, revealed complex life emerging abruptly. Before it, only simple single-celled organisms existed. Afterwards, creatures with eye sockets and intricate bodies surged from the oceans. Such a transformation ought to have unfolded over millions of years of gradual evolution. Yet on the geological timescale, it occurred almost instantaneously. Fossils fail to explain this leap, though the Cambrian event is merely one of many enigmas. The fossil record contains numerous periods of life's abrupt advancement, where species suddenly appear, flourish, and then vanish. Entirely new forms of life seem to materialize out of thin air. Traditional explanations point to preservation bias. Soft-bodied organisms are exceptionally difficult to fossilize, potentially leaving critical evolutionary steps missing. Environmental factors also influence fossil formation, leaving gaps in gradual processes. While these factors are undoubtedly significant, certain gaps are irregular, their timing too precise to be mere coincidence. They align precisely with dramatic shifts in atmospheric composition, ocean chemistry, and climate, suggesting forces beyond conventional evolution. The Great Oxygenation Event, 2 billion years ago, saw a dramatic rise in atmospheric oxygen levels, poisoning most organisms while catalyzing new species. This transformation reshaped planetary chemistry and life forms. Scientists attribute oxygen production to oceanic ratio via photosynthesis, yet the timing and scale of this event appear unnaturally precise. The trajectory of oxygen's ascent resembles traces of an advanced civilization manipulating the atmosphere. Similar patterns recur throughout the fossil record. Periods of stability abruptly disrupted by mutations, followed by the reshaping of life forms. Following mass extinctions, new species rapidly proliferate. The precision of its timing and scale is virtually unparalleled in nature. The trajectory of oxygen concentration rise resembles an advanced civilization's large-scale atmospheric manipulation. Fossil records reveal recurring patterns, stable periods shattered by abrupt change, life's framework reshaped. After mass extinctions, new species surge forth. Chemical traces within rock strata hint at planetary upheaval. These patterns may stem from natural mechanisms yet to be understood. Earth's climate and chemical systems operate within complex cycles, potentially triggering abrupt shifts, yet they may harbor deeper significance. Should certain gaps correspond to ancient civilizations that once dominated Earth, their industrial activities might have radically altered the environment, causing mass extinction and creating fossil gaps. Earth's climate and chemical cycles form intricate closed loop, potentially triggering abrupt shifts. Yet these patterns may harbor deeper significance. What if certain fossil gaps precisely coincide with periods when ancient civilizations dominated Earth? Their industrial activities may have radically altered the environment, leading to mass extinctions and fossil gaps. The rapid emergence of new life could represent evolutionary adaptation to new conditions, or evidence of genetic modification by advanced civilizations. Rocks harbor even stranger evidence. Every factory, power station, and machine leaves a chemical signature, persisting long after structures crumble to dust. These traces enter the Earth's geological record as industrial imprints enduring millions of years. The isotopic ratios produced by modern industry starkly contrast with nature's patterns. Burning fossil fuels releases ancient carbon elements sealed underground for eons, whose distinctive isotopic signatures can be traced through atmospheric monitoring, tree rings, ice cores, and marine sediments. Nuclear testing, meanwhile, creates radioactive isotopes unnatural to the Earth. These man-made elements will persist in geological samples for millennia, providing future scientists with irrefutable evidence of 20th- and 21st century technological civilization. Irrefutable evidence of our industrial age. Yet here the mystery deepens. Geologists have discovered similar, anomalous isotopic signatures in ancient rock strata. The carbon-isotope ratios at the Permian-Triassic boundary, a mass extinction event 250 to million years ago, exactly match those of massive fossil fuel combustion. The scale implies carbon emissions equivalent to burning all the Earth's coal, oil, and natural gas. The carbon released by burning all the Earth's coal, oil, and natural gas on a geological timescale. Traditional interpretations point to massive volcanic eruptions or methane leaks from warm oceans, yet these theories fail to account for all the data. This isotopic signature is both global and precise, resembling meticulously planned industrial activity rather than natural chaos. Recent studies of deep sea rocks reveal further signs of ancient industry. Metal concentrations within sedimentary layers match modern mining and smelting, despite these layers forming before human activity existed. The distribution patterns of these metals suggest large minor-scale processing operations. The sediments also contain complex carbon molecules, exhibiting highly industrial chemical characteristics. These molecules require high minus temperature, high minus pressure environments to form, conditions extremely rare in nature. South African rock formations reveal anomalous traces of nickel and chromium in 3 billion year old sediments, perfectly matching residues from modern stainless steel production. Despite the absence of complex life at that time, Antarctic ice cores preserve 800 year old air samples. Scientists observed abrupt atmospheric shifts resembling large scale industrial activity. Greenhouse gas concentrations surged sharply and remained elevated for millennia, only returning to normal years later. This pattern recurs repeatedly in ice core records. Each occurrence is accompanied by subtle atmospheric chemical alterations, suggesting deliberate planetary system modification. These changes unfolded too rapidly and with excessive regularity to be explained by known natural processes. Rock formations in Colorado preserve microminous titanium spheres and other rare metal spheres, whose stratigraphic placement correlates with specific time periods. These spheres exhibit characteristics consistent with particles produced by high temperature industrial processes, yet exist within rock layers predating the human metallurgical era by millennia. Similar metallic anomalies have been discovered in deep sea sediment cores. The distribution patterns of these metals indicate large scale atmospheric dispersion, suggesting multiple industrial sources operating across continents during the same period. Marine sediment cores provide further corroboration of ancient industrial activity. Sedimentary layers contain abundant synthetic compounds that could not have formed naturally, yet they appear in geological environments predating human chemical activity. These chemical traces may possess undiscovered natural explanations. Earth's geological processes are extraordinarily complex. Evidence of rare natural events may be misinterpreted, but today these patterns are both numerous and precise. They cannot be ignored. The evidence transcends chemistry, extending to materials that ought not to exist. Plastic will become humanity's most enduring legacy. When cities crumble and bones turn to dust, microplastic fragments will still be deposited in strata, providing future geologists with irrefutable proof that industrial civilization once dominated Earth. Plastic degrades extremely slowly in natural environments, even subjected to sunlight, high temperatures, and weathering. Plastic fragments can persist for centuries or millennia. In deep sea mud or frozen environments, plastic can remain virtually unchanged for millions of years. This makes plastic the perfect geological marker. Future scientists studying Earth's sediments will discover abrupt, dramatic shifts marked by sudden surges in plastic particles, marking the dawn of the Anthropocene epoch. Yet recent discoveries suggest we may not be the first species to leave such imprints. sedimentary layers will reveal abrupt, dramatic shifts in plastic particle abundance, signaling the onset of the human era. However, latest findings indicate we might not be the first species to leave such traces. Deep-sea sediment cores contain particles resembling synthetic polymer compounds, dating millions of years before human plastics. These particles bear striking resemblance to modern plastic debris, exhibiting similar resistance to natural degradation, and possessing chemical structures absent in natural materials. Their distribution across distinct geological strata are separated by millions of years, suggests multiple periods of synthetic material production. Dispersal patterns indicate global distribution, as if manufactured and utilized by a worldwide civilization. Further investigation reveals additional enigmas. Certain ancient polymer fragments even exhibit molecular structures superior to modern plastic technology. Their enhanced durability and degradation-resistant design indicate the creators possessed advanced materials science. Ice core samples extracted from deep Antarctic drilling reveal similar synthetic particles within strata dating back hundreds of thousands of years. These particles remain perfectly preserved within the ice layers, retaining their original molecular forms, providing unequivocal evidence of artificial origin. These discoveries overturn our understanding of material science and planetary history. Either nature can produce perfect polymer replicas under unknown conditions, or ancient civilizations possessed advanced chemical techniques long before humans emerged. The timeline hypothesis is revolutionary. If these particles confirm the existence of ancient industry, then Earth's history has witnessed multiple technological civilizations arising and vanishing, each leaving distinctive imprints in the geological record before their demise. Structures initially termed anomalous mineral deposits in Australian rock formations revealed fragments of synthetic materials possessing complex molecular structures whose manufacturing techniques far surpass modern capabilities. Carbon dating of adjacent organic matter indicates millions of years of age, yet these synthetic compounds show no signs of decay expected over such vast spans of time. Such exceptional preservation suggests either the existence of unknown natural processes or manufacturing techniques far exceeding present human capabilities. This evidence compels us to confront a stark reality that we may be treading upon the ruins of an unknown ancient civilization. Its greatest technological achievements now lie as grains within sedimentary layers, misinterpreted as primitive remnants by scientists who assumed humanity was the first civilization. Yet the most unsettling evidence emerges from the Earth's depths, nuclear traces revealing an improbable narrative. In 1972, French scientists discovered something that should not have existed within uranium ore samples from Gabon. These uranium deposits clearly showed evidence of a sustained, naturally occurring nuclear chain reaction dating back to billion years. This formed what we call a natural nuclear reactor. These ancient reactors operated for hundreds of thousands of years, fueled by uranium, and producing radioactive waste. This was thought to require human technology. The discovery proved that under specific geological conditions, nuclear reactions can occur naturally. But the Gabon reactors also established a crucial principle. Nuclear activity leaves distinct traces in the geological record, persisting for billions of years. The isotopic ratios produced by nuclear reactions are unique, enabling us to trace and study them long after the reactions ceased. This prompted scientists to search for other nuclear signatures throughout Earth's geological history. In uranium deposits within Kazakhstan, isotopic ratios perfectly match those from nuclear weapons testing. These ratios exist in rock layers dating back 50 million years. Long before humanity mastered atomic technology, these traces are too precise and too concentrated to have formed naturally, as in the Gabon reactor. Traces resembling nuclear weapons tests have been found in ancient geological formations across 6 continents. Their distribution suggests coordinated global nuclear weapons testing. Yet these traces exist in rock layers predating human civilization. Greenland ice core samples contain radioactive isotopes not naturally occurring on Earth. These isotopes can only be produced through specific nuclear reactions, requiring precise control of neutron flux and heat. Their presence in ancient ice layers suggests past civilizations possessed nuclear technology surpassing that of modern humanity. These isotopes are distributed across independent rock strata, as separated by thousands of years, indicating multiple advanced nuclear activities followed by abrupt cessation. This pattern suggests a technologically advanced civilization rising to manufacture nuclear weapons before self-destruction or extinction by other means. Plutonium isotopes and Pacific Ocean sediment cause plutonium does not occur naturally on Earth. Its production requires advanced nuclear technology. The presence of these isotopes in ancient sediment suggests nuclear weapons may have played a role in certain mass extinction events throughout Earth's history. The concentrations of these isotopes are immense. Artificial radioactive elements in certain geological formations exhibit concentrations equivalent to thousands of high-yield nuclear explosions. These indications do not originate from natural uranium deposits, but correspond precisely with modern nuclear waste storage sites. This implies that past civilizations may have possessed nuclear technology surpassing our current capabilities. The abundance of these isotopes is staggering. Concentrations of artificial radioactive elements in certain geological structures, equivalent to the release of thousands of high-yield nuclear explosions. These indications do not originate from natural uranium deposits, but align with the characteristics of modern nuclear waste storage sites. This suggests ancient civilizations may have possessed nuclear waste management capabilities. The thin layer distribution of radioactive elements indicates their release was brief and intense, rather than slow and sustained. This pattern aligns with nuclear warfare or major nuclear reactor accidents. Deep soil samples reveal these nuclear events align closely with abrupt climate shifts and waves of species extinction. The timing suggests nuclear technology may have triggered multiple ecological collapses throughout Earth's history. Isotopes previously confined to laboratories appear in ancient rock strata, including elements produced by particle accelerators or advanced nuclear reactors, technologies only mastered by humanity in recent times. Their presence in samples dating back millions of years implies ancient civilizations may have possessed scientific capabilities beyond our current understanding. Nuclear evidence aligns with other anomalous signs in the geological record. Periods featuring artificial isotopes frequently coincide with atmospheric chemical upheavals, mass extinctions, and the emergence of synthetic materials in sedimentary layers. This correlation suggests Earth has witnessed multiple advanced technological civilizations. Each civilization vanished from history after leaving nuclear traces. The precision and craftsmanship of these traces suggest our ancestors may have possessed scientific knowledge surpassing modern humanity. Yet nuclear evidence constitutes but one facet of the vast enigma beneath our feet. Every industrial civilization necessitates colossal energy consumption, with nuclear power being pivotal. Vanish from history after leaving these traces. The precision and technical sophistication of these traces indicate our forebears may have possessed scientific knowledge exceeding humanity's present achievements. Yet nuclear evidence constitutes but one facet of the vast enigma beneath our feet. Every industrial civilization requires immense energy consumption to sustain technological operations and population scale. Such energy expenditure inevitably alters atmospheric chemistry, forming distinctive greenhouse gas patterns that persist long after civilization's demise within the geological record. Human industrial activity has elevated atmospheric carbon dioxide concentrations by over 40% compared to pre-industrial levels. This transformation has occurred with such rapidity that future geologists, millions of years hence, will still discern it clearly through ice cores and sediment samples. Our energy consumption has left a permanent imprint upon Earth's climate record, a permanent mark upon the climate archives. Yet we are not the first civilization to leave such an imprint. Antarctic ice core samples document atmospheric data spanning 800,000 years. Scientists have identified multiple episodes of abrupt greenhouse gas surges within them, mirroring modern industrial patterns. These ancient periods exhibit identical carbon dioxide and methane peak patterns to those observed during large scale fossil fuel combustion and industry sterile. The precision of their timing on scale cannot be explained by natural climate fluctuations. They indicate globally coordinated energy use on a scale comparable to, or even exceeding, present-day human industrial activity. Each time, greenhouse gas concentrations took millennia to return to normal, suggesting these ancient civilizations either perished or discovered cleaner energy technologies. Marine sediment cores provide stronger evidence of ancient climate engineering. Chemical traces in the sediment layers indicate large scale atmospheric manipulation beyond simple fossil fuel combustion. Chemical analysis reveals extensive aerosol deployment to alter global temperature and precipitation pattern. Such atmospheric modifications required climate science knowledge and engineering technique, only mastered by humankind in modern times. The engineering scale implies ancient civilizations possessed technical capabilities to treat Earth's entire atmospheric system as an engineering project. Deep drilling in Greenland yielded ice core gas samples from millions of years ago. Some samples contain synthetic compounds not occurring naturally. These substances are potent greenhouse gases. Their presence suggests ancient civilizations manufactured and employed atmospheric modification techniques for unknown purposes. The precise ratios of these synthetic compounds indicate deliberate engineering rather than accidental formation. The molecular structures reveal fine tuning for specific atmospheric effects, demonstrating the creator's profound understanding of atmospheric chemistry and climate physics. Ancient soil components from the period of these atmospheric alterations are preserved within North American strata. Soil chemistry data reveals dramatic shifts in rainfall patterns and temperature ranges, corroborating the anomalous greenhouse gas readings in the ice cores. These climate manipulations proved highly effective within the ancient atmospheric engineering scheme. Geological evidence indicates, despite natural factors that should have triggered severe temperature fluctuations, Earth's climate remained remarkably stable. These interventions appear designed to maintain optimal environmental conditions, supporting the development of large scale populations and advanced technologies. Such sophisticated climate engineering techniques demonstrate their creators' understanding of Earth's climate system far surpassing our present knowledge. They appear capable of regulating global atmospheric chemistry for millennia, while maintaining stability through multiple natural climate shifts that should have triggered environmental catastrophe. Yet the most intriguing evidence suggests certain ancient civilizations may have attempted ultimate engineering projects. Earth's atmospheric composition records every major event in the planet's 4.5 billion year history. Volcanic eruptions, asteroid impacts, the evolution of photosynthesis, and the rise of complex life, all left indelible marks in the atmospheric chemical archives preserved within ice cores, ancient rock strata, and deep sea sediments. Volcanic eruptions, asteroid impacts, the evolution of photosynthesis, and the rise of complex life, all left indelible marks in atmospheric chemistry. These imprints are sealed within ice cores, deposited in ancient rocks, dissolved in the deep ocean. This atmospheric archive is so meticulously detailed that scientists can identify individual volcanic eruptions from millennia past, trace ancient forest fires, and even pinpoint precisely when life began producing oxygen. Such a sophisticated recording system should naturally preserve evidence of technological civilizations, large-scale manipulation of the atmosphere. Recent studies of ancient air samples reveal interventions so vast in scale and so masterfully executed to overturn our understanding of planetary engineering's feasibility. Within bubbles preserved in amber lies an air sample from 100 million years ago. This ancient air reveals oxygen levels 35% higher than today's, yet isotope ratios indicate this enrichment resulted from artificial intervention rather than natural biochemistry processes. This enrichment patterns the existence of large-scale processing technology designed to maintain optimal oxygen concentrations for a vast population. This would necessitate extracting vast quantities of carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, whilst simultaneously boosting oxygen production to levels naturally produced by Earth's flora. Such air control capabilities surpass any engineering endeavor attempted by humankind, representing planetary minor-scale engineering. As samples from deep polar ice cores reveal, the atmosphere underwent multiple comprehensive reconfigurations. These transformations affected not only greenhouse gases, but fundamentally altered the air's composition. Nitrogen isotope ratios indicate major components of the air underwent extensive artificial intervention. Capability to process an entire planet is required. These modifications appear designed to optimize atmospheric composition for advanced technologies. Gas ratios in ancient samples could enhance combustion efficiency, improve material processing, and reduce corrosion in metallic structures. The air itself was evidently engineered to support an industrial society. Marine sediment cores preserve evidence of even larger scale atmospheric modification projects. Chemical traces reveal synthetic gases once present in Earth's atmosphere. These compounds were molecularly engineered for specific atmospheric functions, indicating they were designed and manufactured for mass application. Synthetic air constituents appear to fulfill multiple concurrent functions. Certain gases serve to store thermal energy, maintaining planetary temperatures. Others facilitate the production of synthetic fuels, while additional components enable the manufacture of specialist materials. These compounds exhibit molecular structures optimized for specific atmospheric function, indicating they were engineered for extensive deployment. Synthetic air constituents seem to undertake multifaceted tasks. Some components sequester heat during natural cold periods, warming the planet. Others provide radiative shielding, safeguarding surface life from harmful cosmic rays and solar flares. The complexity of this multifunctional atmospheric engineering demonstrates scientific understanding far surpassing contemporary human knowledge. Ancient air samples also preserve evidence of failed engineering projects. Certain periods exhibit rapid atmospheric shifts followed by swift recovery, as if experimental modifications were abandoned due to unintended consequences. These experimental patterns suggest even advanced civilizations struggled to master the complexities of planetary scale engineering. The most astonishing discovery stems from air samples dating back 200 million years, whose molecular gas structures indicate they once supported extinct life forms now absent from Earth. These gas combinations proved toxic to contemporary terrestrial organisms, yet perfectly suited to life forms possessing entirely distinct biochemical mechanisms. This evidence suggests ancient civilizations might have engineered death to accommodate extraterrestrial life, or artificially created organisms requiring specialist environments. These hypotheses carry profound implications. We may uncover evidence that Earth once hosted multiple distinct biospheres, each meticulously engineered by a governing society. Yet atmospheric engineering represents merely the tip of the iceberg in planetary transformations recorded within the geological archive. Mass extinction events have shaped Earth's history, with 5 major episodes wiping out the vast majority of life on the planet. Scientists attribute these catastrophes to natural factors such as asteroid impacts, supervolcanic eruptions, and climate shift. However, anomalous patterns in extinction rates, suggesting some events may have been technological rather than natural in origin. The Permian-Triassic extinction event, 252 million years ago, wiped out 96% of marine species and 70% of terrestrial animals. This catastrophe, termed the Great Extinction, nearly obliterated Earth's complex life systems. Its extinction pattern exhibits characteristics difficult to explain solely by natural processes. The Great Extinction unfolded with uncanny precision and selectivity. Species sharing similar ecological niches and environmental requirements often perished together. Terrestrial animals. This event, termed the Great Extinction, nearly obliterated Earth's complex life systems. Its extinction pattern exhibits characteristics difficult to explain solely through natural processes. The extinction process unfolded with uncanny precision and selectivity. Species with similar ecological niches and environmental requirements exhibited starkly different survival rates for unknown reasons. Certain species which should have been vulnerable persisted almost unchanged, while others, seemingly adapted to harsh environments, became utterly extinct. This selectivity suggests the extinction mechanism targeted specific organisms while sparing others. Natural disasters typically depend on environmental factors, yet the mass extinction appears to follow different rules. Geological evidence of the extinction boundary reveals chemical traces consistent with the use of large scale biological weapons. Rock strata from this period contain substantial quantities of synthetic toxins not found in nature. These toxins precisely disrupt specific biological processes. They appear engineered to target particular biochemical pathways, while leaving others entirely unaffected. The toxins' dispersion was global and uniformly distributed, indicating coordinated release across all continents and ocean basins simultaneously. Natural processes cannot achieve such precise global dissemination of synthetic compounds. This pattern suggests a premeditated extinction event. Marine sediment cores from the extinction boundary contain particles suspected to be artificially modified microbial remains. These particles exhibit evidence of artificial genetic modification. Their manufacturing methods far exceed technological capabilities achievable by humankind over hundreds of millions of years. Their presence suggests a potential planetary scale biological weapon attack. The Ordovician-Silurian extinction event 445 million years ago similarly exhibited on natural selection pattern with global synchronous events. This event eradicated 85% of marine species, yet its pattern of targeting appears designed to clear ecological space for entirely new species that subsequently emerged. The pace of species replacement far exceeded the limits of natural evolution and adaptation. New life forms were fully represented in fossil records within millennia of the extinction. Marine species exhibited a pattern of targeted elimination, seemingly reserving ecological space for newly emerging organisms. The pace of species replacement far exceeded the limits of natural evolution and adaptation. Within millennia of the extinction, new life forms appearing in the fossil record were already fully adapted to the post-extinction environment. This pattern indicates the extinction event was artificially engineered, intended to create survival space for prepared replacement species. Isotopic traces in multiple boundary strata point to large scale nuclear weapon use. Radioactive signatures coincide precisely with peak extinction rates, suggesting nuclear warfare may have been employed to accelerate ecological collapse. The scale of nuclear weapon deployment far exceeds any recorded in human history, indicating the existence of a civilization possessing military technology far surpassing contemporary capabilities. Evidence of space-based weaponry emerges from certain extinction events. Minerals at extinction boundaries contain particles formed solely through ultra-high energy processes within Earth's atmosphere, implying the existence of orbital weapon platforms capable of directing immense energy towards specific surface targets. The most compelling evidence stems from the Cretaceous-Paleogene boundary that ended the dinosaurs, while an asteroid impact did occur. Geological indicators suggest the collision may have been coordinated with orbital weapon platforms. These particles imply the existence of orbital weapon platforms capable of directing immense energy towards terrestrial targets. The most unsettling evidence originates from the Cretaceous-Paleogene boundary that ended the dinosaurs, although an asteroid impact did occur. Geological evidence suggests the impact may have been artificially guided rather than a random cosmic collision. Isotopic ratios within the crater exhibit anomalous characteristics, consistent with nuclear propulsion technology capable of altering asteroid trajectories. This evidence suggests certain mass extinction events may have been artificially engineered by ancient civilizations to eliminate competing species and reshape Earth's biosphere. Each extinction cleared space from new life forms, which dominated the planet until the next catastrophe struck. Yet the most compelling evidence lies buried beneath miles of ice and rock. Antarctica preserves Earth's deepest secret. Millennia of snow and ice accumulate beneath the ice sheet, forming a natural archive that stably preserves planetary history. Even fragile organic molecules remain perfectly preserved. Recent deep drilling projects are gradually unveiling these mysteries, the deepest secrets. 2 miles of snow and ice cover evidence spanning millions of years. Within this exceptionally stable environment, the planet's historical record remains fully preserved. Even fragile organic molecules are perfectly preserved. Recent deep drilling projects are beginning to unravel these secrets. Their discoveries challenge every aspect of our understanding of Earth's history. The Antarctic ice sheet holds the planet's most complete gas record. Bubbles trapped within ice cores provide ancient air samples dating back 800,000 years. Deeper drilling indicates these records may extend millions of years back, to a time when Antarctica was ice-free and warm. Samples from the deepest ice layers reveal air compositions indicating that during a period when the continent is believed to have harbored dense forests and diverse ecosystems, extensive technological activity occurred. Gas ratios clearly demonstrate that when Antarctica possessed a climate akin to modern -day California, large scale industrial processes were operating here. At that time, Antarctica's climate resembled modern California. Ground penetrating radar scans have detected artificial structures buried beneath the ice. Their geometric patterns are too regular and their scale far exceeds natural geological formations. Radar signals indicate a vast complex of structures stretching hundreds of miles beneath the ice sheet, suggesting the existence of a significant civilization in Antarctica. These structures appear to be composed of unknown natural mineral materials. Electromagnetic properties measured through the ice reveals emphatic compounds that would require advanced material science to manufacture. Construction methods appear specifically engineered to withstand immense environmental pressures, potentially including the formation of the ice sheet itself. Recent drilling projects have yielded organic samples from sublacious sediments, providing unequivocal evidence of genetic mutation. DNA fragments reveals emphatic sequences absent in natural evolution, self-formed. Recent drilling projects have yielded organic samples from sublacious sediments, showing clear evidence of genetic mutation. DNA fragments exhibit artificial sequences unseen in natural evolution, indicating an ancient civilization possessed sophisticated biotechnology. These engineered organisms appear specifically designed for particular industrial and agricultural purposes. Certain genetically modified organisms demonstrate adaptations to extreme cold and low-light environments, suggesting they were tailored for the Antarctic environment. Genetic mutations include radiation resistance and the ability to process synthetic compounds, implying they were created to support a highly industrialized society. deposits discovered beneath the ice show concentrated occurrences of rare earth elements, whose arrangement patterns suggest large scale mining and processing operations. The mineral extraction methods left distinctive geological traces, markedly different from those formed by natural processes. The scale of mining indicates the civilization possessed immense energy demands and advanced extraction technologies. Sediment cores from deep within the ice reveal certain strata containing microminus mechanical components made from materials not found on Earth. These components attest to nanotechnological manufacturing processes surpassing current human capabilities. Their existence signifies that the ancient civilization had achieved remarkable levels of miniaturization and precision engineering. While we are only just beginning to explore this field, the most compelling discovery involves structures suggesting space operations. Radar signals point to launch bases and large minor-scale spacecraft manufacturing facilities. These installations were strategically located at the most accessible points for polar orbital access prior to Antarctic glaciation. Electromagnetic surveys have uncovered buried power stations, whose design appears aimed at harnessing geothermal energy on a massive scale. A power grid spanning the entire continent indicates the civilization possessed global energy management capabilities. Surveys reveal power generation levels several times greater than the current global total. Several times greater. Evidence suggests the Antarctic civilization may have triggered the ice sheet. Chemical traces within the ice indicate the cooling process was rapid and artificial, rather than slow and natural. This civilization may have deliberately engineered an ice age extinction event to preserve evidence of its existence for future discoverers. Yet, Antarctica represents merely one piece of evidence demonstrating the existence of civilizations surpassing our imaginative capacities. The quest for extraterrestrial intelligence has taught us to recognize technological signatures, unique imprints left by advanced civilizations upon their environments. These signatures encompass artificial radio signals, atmospheric pollution, evidence of colossal engineering projects, and other technological activities. Scientists now employ identical methods to trace technological signatures within Earth's geological record. This approach has revolutionized our understanding of planetary history. Researchers no longer focus solely on fossils and natural geological processes. Instead, they scrutinize whether ancient civilizations could have undertaken technological industries and large minor-scale engineering projects on our planet. The results are astonishing. All methods used to detect extraterrestrial civilizations, when applied to Earth, reveal clear, consistent, and irrefutable evidence. An advanced technological civilization did indeed exist on Earth in the past, and left evidence we are only now learning to recognize. Spectral analysis of ancient rock strata reveals air pollution signatures consistent with an advanced industrial society, including synthetic compounds, enormous isotope ratios, and chemical processes achievable only through sophisticated technology. These pollution patterns recur throughout Earth's ancient strata. These indications include emphatic compounds, anomalous isotope ratios, and chemical processes requiring sophisticated technology. These pollution patterns recur throughout Earth's millions of years of history, recurring over millions of years. Electromagnetic surveys of geological formations have uncovered buried structures, whose characteristics align with scientists' predictions of colossal engineering projects. These structures encompass what appear to be transcontinental transport networks, vast energy systems, and architectural feats far exceeding any human endeavor. Deep drilling projects continue to uncover artifacts from geological environments predicting human society. These artifacts utilize materials requiring advanced technology for production, demonstrating manufacturing techniques surpassing present-day human capabilities. Their intended purpose remains enigmatic. Satellite observations employing methods for detecting extraterrestrial megastructures have revealed geometric patterns within Earth's geology, suggesting the existence of colossal construction projects in ancient times. These patterns are visible from space, yet too vast to be observed from the ground. This implies the existence of civilizations that thought on a planetary scale and possessed the technology to realize their visions. evidence indicates that Earth's history has witnessed multiple cycles of technological civilizations rising and falling. Each civilization appears to have surpassed the capabilities of its predecessors, building upon inherited knowledge while incorporating innovation, only to vanish completely, leaving traces solely in the geological record. Certain civilizations appear to have achieved genuine planetary engineering, remodeling entire atmospheric and oceanic systems to suit their requirements. Each civilization seems to have inherited prior knowledge while integrating innovation, ultimately surpassing predecessors before their demise, leaving only traces in the geological record. Certain civilizations appear to have achieved genuine planetary engineering, remodeling entire atmospheric and oceanic systems to suit their requirements. Others focused on space technology, leaving evidence of colossal aerospace operations potentially spanning the solar system. Yet other civilizations devoted themselves to bioengineering, creating new life forms engineered for specific purposes. The implications of these discoveries extend far beyond Earth. If technologically advanced civilizations could naturally emerge and recur on planets possessing suitable conditions, naturally falling and recurring on habitable planets, then the cosmos might harbor countless worlds that once nurtured numerous intelligent species. The quest for extraterrestrial intelligence may be fixated on seeking evidence of currently active civilizations, while overlooking the more common imprints of historical civilizations. Our own civilization is merely the latest chapter in Earth's long history of intelligence and technology. We tread upon the footsteps of our predecessors, those who achieved astonishing feats, yet vanished into the depths of time and space. Their legacy compels us to reconsider our place in the cosmos, and the responsibilities borne by us as this ancient planet's temporary custodians. The Silurian Hypothesis confronts us with this possibility. We are neither isolated nor pioneers. We belong to a tradition of wisdom stretching millions of years, jointly shaping this planet and leaving traces for future civilizations. When we eventually merge into the geological record, those civilizations will still discover these imprints. Every living organism carries a more detailed historical record than human archives. Genetic sequences preserve evidence of evolutionary pressures, environmental shifts, and biological events from millions of years ago. Yet recent advances in ancient DNA research reveal astonishing discoveries concealed within the genetic record. Samples from deep Siberian permafrost preserve genetic material from organisms dating back hundreds of thousands of years. Scientists have identified gene sequences within these ancient DNA samples that belong to no known natural evolutionary pathway. These sequences provide unequivocal evidence of genetic engineering capabilities, surpassing those achievable by contemporary human technology. These variant sequences appear simultaneously across multiple species on different continents and across distinct time periods. Their evolution follows stable patterns, suggesting coordinated genetic modification on a global scale. Natural evolution could never produce such precise variations across unrelated species within the same time frame. These genetic alterations appear designed to enhance specific traits, serving an advanced technological civilization, boosting intelligence across animal species, strengthening disease resistance, extending lifespan, and adapting to artificially modified environments. These mutations imply an ancient civilization may have engineered the entire biosphere to meet its needs. Ancient DNA samples preserved in amber provide compelling evidence of genetic manipulation. Insects encased in amber dating back 100 million years carry artificially engineered chromosomal sequences, which contain information storage systems. These biological computers evidently preserve knowledge and data within living organisms, with information storage capabilities far surpassing current technological standards. The genetic code was optimized for maximum data density, while maintaining perfect stability over millions of years. Stored information includes mathematical constants, celestial charts, and specifications for seemingly advanced technologies. Within the preserved genetic sequences of certain organisms, detailed cartographic maps of Earth's geography exist, These maps were formed during ancient periods when continental plates differed markedly from today's configuration. The geographical knowledge level demonstrated by these genetic maps could only be achieved through space-based observation systems. The geographical knowledge level demonstrated by these genetic maps could only be achieved through space-based observation systems, indicating that ancient civilizations possessed sophisticated satellite technology. Microbial DNA fragments discovered within deep-sea sediment cores evidently underwent genetic modification for specific industrial application. These organisms exhibit genetic mutations tailored for rare earth element processing, toxic compound neutralization, and complex organic molecule synthesis, suggesting they functioned as biological factories for large-scale industrial production. The genetic engineering techniques employed by ancient civilizations far surpass contemporary human capabilities. Their modification methods demonstrate precise control over gene expression, synthetic chromosome construction, and the ability to incorporate artificial genetic circuits. These circuits function akin to biological computers. Modern genetic research has identified dormant genes in multiple extant species. These appear to be remnants of ancient genetic modifications. Under specific laboratory conditions, these dormant gene sequences can be activated, enabling modern organisms to exhibit traits useful to technological societies. Yet in natural environments, they serve no apparent purpose. Genetic evidence suggests past civilizations may have engineered entirely artificial ecosystems, populated by modified species designed to sustain technological infrastructure. These biological support systems would provide comprehensive services from raw material processing to waste management, enabling sustainable societies to coexist harmoniously with artificially designed natural systems. Yet genetic variation reveals only part of the truth, as secrets buried deep within Earth's crust prove far more profound than imagined. From processing to waste management, enabling sustainable societies to coexist harmoniously with artificially engineered natural systems. Yet genetic variation reveals only part of the truth. Earth's depths conceal far greater mysteries. In the depths, when certain mineral formations exhibit characteristics more akin to engineered devices than natural rock structures, the boundaries between technology and geology become blurred. These formations possess ordered patterns, information storage capabilities, and responsive systems, suggesting they may represent advanced technological forms operating through geological processes. Crystalline formations within deep caverns exhibit geometric patterns encoding complex mathematical relationships, whose information density far exceeds theoretical limits for natural mineral formation. These patterns appear to harness fundamental material properties for information storage and processing of the matrix characteristics. In minus depth, analysis indicates these crystalline structures possess computational capabilities in the response to electromagnetic field. They can perform operations, store memory, and even alter their internal structure in response to external inputs. These computational forms, operating through mineral growth regulation rather than electronic circuitry, their sophistication far surpasses the capabilities of contemporary human technology. The parallel processing power exhibited by these crystals would require vast numbers of conventional computers to replicate. Their computational capacity appears limited only by the physical dimensions of the crystal formations deep mining operations have revealed. These crystalline networks, extending for miles within subterranean rock strata, not only have these computational systems persisted for millions of years, but they continue to perform information processing unabated of flow activities even after prolonged burial. These systems appear to utilize geothermal energy and natural radioactive decay for perpetual operation. Certain crystal structures even contain what appear to be backup copies, computational systems. These networks demonstrate that information flow and processing activities persist after millions of years of subterranean burial. The system seems to utilize geothermal energy and natural radioactive decay for perpetual operation. Some crystal structures contain backup copies of complete technical databases, information encoded within lattice structures, maintaining stability over geological temescals. The database contains technical specifications, scientific knowledge, and cultural records of civilizations vanished millions of years ago. This crystalline technology appears to possess self-replication and self-repair capabilities. Damaged crystalline structures can restore their original form and function through repair processes. These systems seem capable of withstanding any catastrophic event, preserving both stored information and computational capacity. Gigantic crystalline structures discovered through subterranean surveys seem to constitute central processing nodes of a transcontinental information network. These structures exhibit stable information flow and processing activity over geological temescals. Their operational mechanisms appear perpetually sustained, relying on geothermal energy and natural radioactive decay. Certain crystalline forms contain backup copies of complete technical databases, information encoded within lattice structures, maintaining stability over geological temescals. Databases encompass technical specifications, scientific knowledge, and cultural records of civilizations vanished millions of years ago. This crystalline technology appears to possess self-replicating and self-repairing capabilities. Damaged crystalline forms can restore their original structure and function through repair processes. These systems appear capable of withstanding any catastrophe, whilst preserving both stored information and computational capacity. Giant crystalline structures discovered through subterranean surveys seem to be their morphology, exhibiting evidence of repair processes, capable of restoring original structure and function. These systems appear capable of withstanding any catastrophe, whilst maintaining stored information and computational capacity. Giant crystalline structures discovered through subterranean surveys, suspected to function as central processing nodes within a transcontinental information network. Operational patterns of these structures indicate they continue monitoring and analyzing geological, atmospheric, and biological conditions across vast regions. The crystal network appears to communicate via seismic vibrations and electromagnetic fields. The sophistication of their communication methods suggests the system may possess a form of diffuse consciousness or artificial intelligence operating on geological temescal. Recent findings indicate these crystalline systems may still actively influence both geological processes, seismic patterns, volcanic activity, and mineral formation processes all exhibit subtle correlations with crystal network activity. The system appears capable of managing planetary geology through precise regulation of subterranean pressure and energy flows. These concepts are profoundly ambitious. An ancient civilization may have engineered a technological framework deeply integrated with Earth's geological processes. Its influence so pervasive as to be indistinguishable from natural phenomena, even millions of years after its creators vanished. These systems persist through geotechnical engineering, sustaining and managing planetary systems. Crystalline networks embody technological thinking operating on geological temescals, exerting influence through the fundamental forces shaping our planet. Geological processes, to the extent they are indistinguishable from natural events, these systems remain operational millions of years after their creators vanished, maintaining and managing planetary systems through geotechnical engineering. Crystalline networks represent technological thinking on geological temescals, exerting influence through the fundamental forces shaping our planet. We may inhabit a world where geological processes remain guided by artificial intelligence systems created by civilizations existing before life had departed the oceans. Yet even these discoveries pale beside evidence demonstrating technology transcending Earth. Space archaeology emerges as the frontier for tracing evidence of ancient civilizations, just as terrestrial archaeology probes underground for buried human artifacts. Space archaeology seeks imprints of technological activity in orbital space. The vacuum of space preserves materials free from corrosion for millions of years. Recent surveys of Earth's orbital environment have revealed stable, functioning man-made objects, dating far beyond any known human space technology. These objects exhibit advanced material properties and construction techniques surpassing contemporary human aerospace capabilities. Certain ancient orbital artifacts reside at gravitational stability points, where this stable orbital environment enables long-term preservation. Their age appears to predate any known human space technology. Artificial objects discovered in stable orbits. Their age far exceeds known human space technology. These objects exhibit advanced material properties and construction techniques surpassing current aerospace capabilities. Some ancient orbital relics are situated at gravitational stability points. Objects can remain permanently without fuel or orbital corrections. Positioning relics in such locations requires mastery of orbital mechanics, suggesting long-term planning for permanent space operations. Spectral analysis reveals these orbital objects are constructed from materials, neither terrestrial minerals, nor man-made alloys. Their properties are optimist for the space environment, including radiation resistance, micrometeoroid impact tolerance, and adaptation to extreme temperature variations during orbital flight. Deep-space monitoring systems have detected large structures in highly eccentric orbits, which depart from Earth only to return. These structures appear to master intricate orbital mechanics, indicating long-term planning for permanent human space operations. These materials possess properties optimist for the space environment, including radiation resistance, micrometeoroid impact tolerance, and the ability to withstand extreme temperature variations during orbital flight. Deep-space monitoring systems have detected certain large structures operating along highly elliptical orbits, which depart from Earth before returning. These structures appear engineered for missions spanning millions of years. Their orbital characteristics indicate launch from Earth during periods when the planet's axial tilt and orbital parameters differed significantly from present conditions. Certain orbital objects demonstrate autonomous repair and maintenance capabilities, enabling sustained operation across vast temporal and spatial scales. The repair systems appear to utilize cosmic radiation and solar wind particles as raw materials to maintain structural integrity and replace damaged components. Advanced telescope observations reveal suspected abandoned space stations in distant solar orbits. Design features indicate these structures were built to sustain large populations over extended periods. Their orbits maximize solar radiation energy collection, while maintaining a stable relative position to Earth. Mining operations on near-minus asteroids uncover evidence of ancient mining activities predating human space exploration. Their extraction techniques far surpass current human asteroid mining plans. The entire asteroid appears to have been systematically dismantled and processed, using methods yet to be mastered by humankind. Radio telescope observations have captured artificial signals originating from outer sun objects, suspected to be automated monitoring stations left by a former civilization. These signals exhibit complex modulation patterns, suggesting the use of sophisticated communication technology specifically engineered for interplanetary data transmission. Certain outer solar system artifacts maintain continuous observation of Earth, periodically transmitting planetary status reports to an unknown recipient. Transmission patterns indicate these monitoring systems have operated continuously for millions of years, faithfully recording and reporting Earth's geological and biological evolutionary history. Lunar surface radar surveys reveal artificial structures buried beneath the lunar crust. These structures appear to be mining bases and manufacturing facilities, which extensively processed lunar materials. These sites demonstrate the technology's capability to extract useful materials from lunar rock far surpassing current human endeavors. Orbital evidence indicates that a civilization possessing space-faring capabilities once existed on Earth, enabling it to establish permanently operational bases across the solar system. Its space infrastructure may have included manufacturing plants, energy harvesting systems, and monitoring networks. These facilities operated independently of terrestrial society. The discovery of ancient space technology compels us to examine fundamental assumptions about the relationship between technological advancement and societal longevity. These orbital remnants represent the most enduring technological achievements of an ancient civilization, continuing to function millions of years after their creators vanished from the surface. Yet the ultimate evidence of these ancient technological feats lies concealed within the deepest ocean reaches. Earth's most profound marine regions remain largely unexplored due to immense pressure and absolute darkness. Research presents extraordinary challenges. However, recent breakthroughs in deep-sea exploration technology are beginning to unveil the abyss's mysteries. This includes evidence of artificial structures that challenge human understanding. The deepest ocean zones remain largely unexplored due to extreme pressure and absolute darkness. Research efforts are exceptionally arduous, yet recent advances in deep-sea detection technology are unveiling secrets from these abyssal depths, including evidence of artifacts that challenge our understanding of ancient civilizations. Deep-sea trenches possess the most stable environment on Earth's surface, remote from surface climate, geological activity, and most erosive forces, preserving evidence spanning millions of years, evidence long since obliterated on land. High pressure and anoxic conditions create ideal preservation for intricate technological relics. Sonar mapping has uncovered geometric patterns on the seabed, whose regularity and scale far exceed natural geological formations. These patterns appear to be the foundations of colossal structures, suggesting the possible existence of vast underwater cities or industrial complexes. These structures demonstrate construction techniques capable of withstanding the immense pressures of the deep sea. The engineering required to build stable structures at such depths far exceeds current human technological capabilities. The building materials seem specifically optimized for underwater environment. Ordinary building materials would disintegrate instantly under such conditions. Artifacts recovered from these submerged sites during deep-sea expeditions clearly demonstrate advanced manufacturing techniques, crafted from materials capable of maintaining structural integrity under extreme pressure. These artifacts feature intricate internal structures, suggesting sophisticated technical objectives. Certain submerged structures appear engineered for large minor-scale seawater processing and extraction of dissolved minerals. These processing plants demonstrate technicians' ability to efficiently extract rare earth elements, precious metals, and other valuable materials from ordinary seawater at industrial scale. These submerged sites also contain colossal power stations, suspected of harnessing energy from deep-sea hydrothermal vents and submarine volcanic activity. Their propulsion systems exhibit geothermal capture and conversion technologies, far surpassing current human capabilities. Advanced sonar imaging has uncovered a network of submerged transport structures spanning entire ocean basins. These networks appear engineered to transport vast quantities of materials and potentially populations between undersea sites separated by thousands of miles. Deep-sea sediment cores surrounding these underwater structures bear evidence of extensive biological transformations. The sediments contain biological remains seemingly engineered for specific herbaceous industrial applications, encompassing material processing, waste management, and ecosystem regulation. Certain underwater structures possess handling capabilities, capable of sustaining respiratory environments within submerged habitats. These air-control systems appear engineered to support permanent habitation of large populations within undersea cities, shielding them from surface environmental fluctuations. These submerged bases connect to surface operations via colossal vertical shafts extending from the seabed to the surface. These shafts once linked to sea level during distinct geological periods. Such connections indicate underwater and surface societies collaborated on planetary minor-scale engineering. Their scale and technical sophistications suggest these submerged civilizations may have served as pivotal hubs for ancient technological advancement. Removed from surface cataclysms, they may have sustained technological progress for millions of years, whilst surface civilizations experienced cycles of rise and fall. Deep-sea evidence demonstrates that ancient civilizations possessed engineering capabilities sufficient to establish permanent Sustaining cities within Earth's most extreme environment, establishing permanent, sustaining cities within the most extreme environments. These submerged metropolises may have functioned as technological and cultural centers, underpinning space operations and planetary engineering projects. Yet submerged cities represent merely one facet of a world technological infrastructure. Accumulating evidence indicates that past Earth civilizations conducted technological activities not only within Earth's orbit, but also across the entire solar system. Advanced space telescopes and interplanetary missions have begun detecting artificial structures and modified landscapes on other worlds. These appear linked to ancient Earth civilization. Lunar exploration missions have uncovered artificial structures on the far side of the moon. Their construction methods align with those documented in Earth's geological record. These lunar facilities appear specifically designed for large scale manufacturing operations. They utilize the moon's low gravity and vacuum environment to produce materials unattainable on Earth. Artificial structures on the far side of the moon. Their construction methods correspond to patterns in Earth's geological record. These lunar bases appear specifically designed for large scale manufacturing, utilizing the moon's low gravity and vacuum environment to produce materials unattainable on Earth. Lunar facilities include suspected mass driver, electromagnetic launch systems capable of accelerating large payloads to interplanetary velocities. These systems indicate massive material launches to other planets in the solar system, suggesting coordinated planetary development projects. Mars orbital surveys reveal geometric patterns on the Martian surface, corresponding to similar patterns in Earth's geological record. These patterns appear as base foundations for processing Martian materials, engineering projects altering planetary topography. These patterns echo similar structures in Earth's geological record, seemingly serving as base foundations for processing Martian materials and altering the planetary environment. Analysis of Mars' atmosphere reveals chemical evidence indicating large scale terraforming projects, temporarily elevating atmospheric pressure to create conditions closer to Earth. This terraforming project appears to have operated successfully for millennia, until atmospheric changes abruptly ceased. Mars reverted to its current state. Deep space telescopes have detected artificial structures within the asteroid belt, likely remnants of colossal mining and manufacturing bases. These structures demonstrate technology capable of dismantling entire asteroids and converting them into refined materials and manufactured components. Sites across the asteroid belt appear interconnected via a transport network, enabling the transfer of vast quantities of material between different mining sites. This transport system demonstrates technology capable of interplanetary transport on a scale far exceeding the limits of current human spaceflight technology. Outer-planet exploration missions have discovered artificial installations within the atmospheres of gas giants, presumably used to collect atmospheric gases and convert them into useful substances. These air processing stations demonstrate technology capable of operating within the extreme environments of gas giants, while producing essential materials for an advanced spacefaring civilization. Large scale mining operations are present on certain exoplanetary moons, extracting water, organic compounds, and rare materials to sustain vast space populations. These mining activities appear aimed at supplying raw materials for solar system-wide space stations. Radio telescope arrays have captured artificial signals between celestial bodies within the solar system, suggesting an automated monitoring and communications network left by an ancient civilization. This communications network has operated continuously for millions of years, maintaining contact between planetary bases. Planetary evidence indicates an ancient Earth's civilization possessed sufficient space technology to establish a self-sustaining operational system across the solar system. These operations appear centrally coordinated by an Earth control center, whilst maintaining autonomous functionality, capable of sustained operation even after Earth civilization's demise. The scale of interplanetary operations indicates past civilizations conceived resource management and development on a solar-system scale, treating the entire solar system as a unified techno-economic system, rather than focusing solely on planetary development. This interplanetary perspective suggests the ancient civilization may have achieved a genuine space-whole state, rendering it fundamentally unconstrained by any single world's environment. Its technological infrastructures are multiple planets, sufficient to endure catastrophes capable of utterly destroying planetary societies. Yet evidence indicates their ambitions extended beyond the solar system. The most compelling evidence of ancient technological civilizations does not stem from their architectural achievements, but from the messages they sought to convey. These messages lie concealed within Earth's. These information storage systems were evidently designed to communicate with future civilizations discovering them millions of years hence. The form of these messages is so unique, we are only now beginning to decipher them. Past civilizations appear to have developed information storage technologies capable of preserving detailed communications across geological timescales, while ensuring discovery by any sufficiently advanced future civilization. Crystalline structures within deep caverns preserve information through molecular encoding, with stability spanning millions of years. This encoding method utilizes the intrinsic properties of matter to store data at densities far exceeding current human technological capabilities. The stored information includes mathematical proofs, celestial charts, and warnings seemingly pertaining to planetary-scale catastrophes. Certain information storage systems employ isotopic ratios within mineral deposits to encode data, interpretable only through advanced nuclear physics methods. These records are distributed across continents in rock formations, requiring global collaboration for complete decipherment. Air samples within deep ice cores appear artificially altered to preserve chemical information. Their chemical transformations encode data through molecular structures, discoverable across hundreds of thousands of years, remaining identifiable for hundreds of thousands of years. The information contains detailed technical solutions addressing contemporary human energy and environmental challenges. Particles within marine sediment cores are arranged in specific patterns, encoding intricate mathematical relationships and scientific principles. Their structural design aims for discovery by any civilization possessing sufficient materials science and information theory. In depth research indicates these information systems were specifically engineered for civilizations confronting particular technological challenges. Content is meticulously curated to provide solutions for problems naturally arising during technological advancement. Some information appears tailored to crises encountered by past civilizations during their development. These warnings include detailed protocols for environmental stewardship, sustainable energy systems, and techniques to avert technological catastrophes threatening planetary-scale civilizations. Other information appears to serve as an invitation to join a broader community of technologically advanced civilizations, containing guidelines for constructing communication systems capable of contacting civilizations on other planets or in different space-time dimensions. The information systems show evidence of multiple updates by various civilizations, each contributing to an ever-expanding repository of knowledge and experience. This archive aims to consolidate the wisdom of multiple civilizations, assisting future groups in avoiding historical pitfalls. Recent discoveries indicate that some information systems may still be maintained by automated systems. These systems continue to observe Earth's technological development. They appear capable of updating stored information based on humanity's current societal state and emerging challenges. The most astonishing data seems engineered to trigger specific responses when human technology reaches particular developmental stages. Certain stored information remains inaccessible until deciphered using specific technologies. These systems update stored information according to humanity's present condition and new challenges. The most remarkable data appears designed to activate specific responses upon humanity's technology, reaching defined developmental milestones. Certain stored information remains inaccessible until reading technologies attain specific scientific levels of understanding. These trigger messages indicate past civilizations established intricate protocols to guide subsequent societal development, while providing assistance, the guidance systems allow each new civilization to address technological and social challenges in its own unique manner. These information systems represent humanity's most ambitious attempt at long-term communication, spanning millions of years and multiple civilizations. They suggest that intelligent life on Earth may belong to some tradition enduring for millions of years, preserving and accumulating knowledge over vast ages. Yet the most profound revelation emerges when we contemplate the deeper implications of these discoveries for humanity's future tense. Its significance becomes particularly profound. Evidence of ancient technological civilizations on Earth reveals a disturbing pattern. Each civilization appears to vanish from the geological record after achieving astonishing technological heights, leaving only traces that require millions of years to be discovered and deciphered. This pattern suggests Earth's technological civilizations follow predictable cycles of rise and fall, each lasting approximately 10 to 50,000 years, ultimately culminating in total collapse. The consistency of this pattern across multiple civilizations separated by millions of years indicates a powerful force may be driving civilizations toward inevitable self-destruction. Analysis of extinction indicators reveals a common pattern of environmental degradation, resource depletion, and societal collapse. Each civilization appears to follow a similar developmental trajectory, ultimately leading to unsustainable consumption of Earth's resources and ecological catastrophe. The technological levels attained by these civilizations far exceeded what was required for sustainable stewardship of the planet. Not only did they fail to develop sustainable technologies, but they pursued maximal technological advancement with blind determination, completely disregarding long-term environmental consequences. Evidence of climate engineering. Past civilizations possessed technologies capable of permanently maintaining stable environments. Yet, evidence suggests these technologies, alongside nuclear indications, reveal multiple ancient civilizations possessed weapon capabilities sufficient for their own complete annihilation. The timing of nuclear indications aligns with civilization collapse events, suggesting warfare may have accelerated the demise of certain technological groups. Space evidence indicates some civilizations possess the capability to establish permanent interstellar colonies and withstand planetary catastrophes. Yet these space operations appear to have been abandoned or failed to sustain themselves independently, following the demise of their Earth-based mother civilizations. Despite possessing advanced capabilities, ancient civilizations still perished in succession, indicating that technological advancement alone is insufficient to guarantee long-term survival. Each civilization seemingly resolved its technological challenges, yet failed to address fundamental socio-economic or philosophical issues, ultimately leading to their downfall. Information systems left by our predecessors explicitly warn of dangers threatening all technological civilizations. These warnings center on environmental stewardship, social stability, and the responsible development of powerful technologies, which determine survival or extinction. The developmental trajectory of contemporary human society is enacting the path of past failed civilizations or rapid technological progress, environmental degradation, and resource depletion, bear striking resemblance to the course that led to our predecessors' demise. Yet human society exhibits distinctive characteristics that may break the cycle of rise and fall. Global communication networks, frameworks for international cooperation, and growing environmental awareness are precisely the innovations our predecessors may have lacked. Exploring past civilizations provides a unique perspective on the enduring challenges facing technological societies. For the first time, Earth's civilization possesses detailed knowledge of the factors that led to the downfall of earlier civilizations. This understanding creates an opportunity to learn from past mistakes and establishes a sustainable path for technological development. The warnings and guidance left by earlier societies serve as a map for avoiding catastrophic pitfalls. Yet applying this knowledge demands fundamental transformations in humanity's approach to technology deployment, environmental stewardship, and long-term planning. We must choose to repeat the cycles of our predecessors, or to break the pattern and establish Earth's first truly sustainable technological society. Our choice will determine whether human civilization enters the geological record as yet another failed technological experiment, or becomes the first Earth civilization to achieve enduring success. Evidence suggests not all past civilizations vanished entirely from Earth. Some appear to have established automated systems designed to monitor planetary conditions and guide the development of succeeding civilizations over millions of years. These systems may still operate today, subtly influencing human technological progress through meticulously engineered action. Geological monitoring networks, embedded throughout the Earth's crust, have functioned continuously for millions of years. These networks seem engineered to track environmental conditions, geological activity, and biological evolution, whilst remaining concealed from the view of developing civilizations. The capabilities demonstrated by these monitoring systems far exceed the reach of present-day human technology. They appear capable of predicting environmental shifts, managing geological processes, and even influencing biological evolution through subtle environmental adjustments. Patterns observed in recent seismic events and volcanic eruptions exhibit a striking correspondence with the operational loads of these ancient monitoring systems. The timing of these geological occurrences seems meticulously calculated, both averting greater catastrophe while maintaining planetary stability within a range suitable for technological societies. Climate data indicates subtle alterations in atmospheric and oceanic systems that appear designed to counteract natural climatic fluctuations threatening developing societies. Such modifications require planetary minor-scale environmental management capabilities, operating continuously for millions of years. Certain technological breakthroughs in human history exhibit patterns suggesting external guidance or assistance. Crucial discoveries invariably emerge at critical junctures when new technologies or environmental challenges must be resolved. The timing too coincidental to be explained by random innovation. Archaeological evidence suggests certain ancient sites were designed to provide technological guidance for future civilizations. These sites feature information storage systems that can only be activated when the decoding civilization reaches a specific technological threshold. The guidance system appears engineered to accelerate human technological advancement along pathways deemed optimal for long-term sustainability by preceding civilizations. This acceleration mechanism is precisely calibrated to confer essential capabilities while avoiding the technological risks that previously destroyed civilizations. Analysis of human genetic evolution reveals certain mutations occurred with excessive speed and precision that natural selection alone cannot account for. These genetic alterations appear aimed at enhancing human cognitive capabilities and resistance to environmental toxins, traits conducive to technological societal advancement. Communication systems discovered at deep-sea sites indicate human societies periodically transmitted reports to unknown recipients, tracking technological progress and assessing long-term sustainability. Some systems possessed feedback reception capabilities, suggesting monitoring and guidance operations may be coordinated by survivors of an ancient civilization from concealed locations or interstellar bases. These guidance systems demonstrate learning and adaptation based on the successes and failures of the ancient civilization. Each subsequent action proves more precise and efficient than prior attempts, aimed at steering developing groups towards sustainable technological advancement. Recent findings indicate that as we approached technological thresholds our predecessors failed to master, these guardian systems may be preparing to establish direct contact with human society. The approach appears designed to provide crucial assistance while preserving human autonomy and fostering independent solutions. The existence of these guardian systems raises profound questions about human independence and the very nature of technological advancement. Our civilization may be subtly guided by predecessors who, having learned from their own failures, are determined to help us overcome the obstacles that trip them up. Yet the ultimate test may lie in our ability to achieve sustainable technological development without external guidance, proving we have truly grasped the profound depths of time. The most advanced technologies may operate around us in exquisitely subtle forms. The sophistication renders their artificial nature nearly indistinguishable. These technologies appear to be wholly integrated with natural processes. They have become indistinguishable from the fundamental forces governing Earth. Recent discoveries in quantum physics indicate that certain natural constants and physical laws exhibit precise tuning. Their precision far exceeds the scope of random cosmic evolution. This fine minus tuning appears designed to optimize planetary minus scale complex chemical reactions and conditions for biological evolution. The trajectories of certain physical constants over time coincide precisely with Earth's major biological evolutionary events. These shifts seem meticulously engineered to both drive the progressively complex evolution of life forms and avert environmental conditions triggering mass extinctions. Major biological evolutionary events on Earth. These shifts appear meticulously calibrated to exert evolutionary pressure driving life forms towards increasing complexity, while simultaneously averting environmental conditions that could trigger mass extinctions. In minus-depth analysis of quantum field fluctuations reveals patterns, suggesting vast quantum computing systems operating through the fundamental fabric of space-time. These systems appear capable of processing information and influencing physical processes spanning entire planetary scales. Evidence suggests these quantum computational systems have operated continuously for billions of years, implies ancient civilizations mastered technologies transcending fundamental physical forces. Rather than conventional mechanical or electronic systems, gravitational anomalies detected by precision instruments indicate immense, yet invisible structures seemingly influencing Earth's geological and atmospheric processes. These structures appear designed to maintain planetary stability through precise regulation of gravitational and electromagnetic field. Gravitational anomalies confirmed by precision instrumentation reveal immense yet invisible structures, seemingly regulating Earth's geological and atmospheric processes. These structures appear to maintain planetary stability through precise control of gravitational and electromagnetic fields. These invisible structures seem capable of achieving asteroid impact defense, volcanic activity management, and maintenance of optimal atmospheric composition via entirely field-effect-based, rather than visible mechanical technological means. Optimization patterns observed in biological systems indicate the existence of an external guiding mechanism operating through methods beyond our comprehension. Evolutionary pathways appear guided to develop traits conducive to technological societal advancement, whilst circumventing evolutionary dead-ends, leading to intelligent extinction. Genetic analysis reveals precise temporal sequencing of pivotal evolutionary events, suggesting an external coordination system influencing biological development over millions of years. This coordination mechanism appears designed to cultivate traits favorable to technological societal development, whilst avoiding evolutionary dead-ends, impeding the emergence of intelligence. The evolutionary trajectory appears guided towards developing traits that bolster technological societies, whilst circumventing evolutionary dead ends that impede the emergence of intelligence. Genetic analysis reveals key evolutionary events occurring with remarkable precision and timing, suggesting an external coordination system capable of influencing biological development over millions of years. This coordination appears designed to ensure Earth ultimately nurtures intelligent life. The stability patterns of atmospheric endoshi and its systems far exceed the limits of natural feedback mechanisms. Their equilibrium maintained by an invisible control system continuously regulating planetary conditions to sustain the ideal state required for complex life. Recent experiments with advanced detection equipment indicate that as human science approaches the technical capability to recognize these technologies' operations, these invisible technologies may gradually reveal themselves. Their timing of manifestation appears meticulously orchestrated, awaiting humanity's readiness to comprehend and integrate these technologies. These intangible guardian technologies embody the crystallized wisdom of ancient civilizations. Detection equipment indicates as human science approaches the technical proficiency required to discern their operation. These invisible technologies may reveal their true form. Their emergence appears meticulously orchestrated, awaiting humanity's readiness to comprehend and integrate these systems. These invisible guardian technologies embody the ultimate achievement of pre-minor civilization. Their systems are so advanced, they operate through the fundamental fabric of reality. These technologies may well be the key enabling Earth to repeatedly nurture technological civilizations amidst cosmic threats. Threats that should logically have stifled civilizational progress. Understanding these invisible technologies may be humanity's essential path to sustainable development and establishing a permanent defense system. They are both a supreme legacy left by our ancestors and the ultimate challenge before us. Conclusive evidence exists within the solar system that Earth's civilization formulated contingency plan to protect succeeding civilizations from cosmic threats. These protective systems appear specifically designed to deflect asteroids, regulate solar radiation, and maintain a stable planetary environment for millions of years. The distribution of artificial objects detected by deep minor space monitoring networks provides ideal early warning positions for incoming asteroids. These monitoring stations appear designed to track potentially hazardous celestial bodies and coordinate defensive responses through technologies beyond our perception. Trajectories of certain asteroids reveal signs of human intervention that successfully averted collisions during critical periods of biological evolution. These precisely calculated orbital adjustments eliminated threats while minimizing interference with natural orbital mechanics. Solar observation satellites positioned at gravitationally stable points demonstrate monitoring of solar activity and countermeasures against hazardous solar flares and coronal mass ejections. These systems appear capable of shielding Earth's atmosphere and geological infrastructure from space weather events. Magnetic field generators distributed throughout the solar system indicate that during periods of weakened natural magnetic fields caused by geomagnetic reversals, humanity is sustaining atmospheric protection during vulnerable phases by amplifying Earth's magnetic field. Orbital debris management systems appear to continuously clear natural and man-made object posing collision threats to Earth or critical space assets during geomagnetic reversals when natural field strength diminishes. Artificial field enhancement mechanisms sustain atmospheric shielding during vulnerable periods. Orbital debris management systems persistently eliminate natural artificial objects threatening Earth or vital space installations. Precision auditing neutralizes threats with undetectable traces. Deep minor space communication networks indicate coordinated operation with protective systems of other stellar systems, suggesting Earth's civilization and defense technologies may belong to an interstellar protective network spanning developing galactic societies. These systems demonstrated active learning capabilities in response to novel threats and solar system environmental shifts, enabling the development of novel defenses against unknown perils. Recent space missions have detected evolutionary indicators within certain defense systems. Their capabilities dynamically respond to unidentified threats. Deep minor space communication networks reveal coordination with analogous defense systems orbiting other stars. This suggests Earth- developed defense technologies may form part of the galactic network safeguarding emerging civilizations. These systems demonstrated active learning capabilities in response to novel threats and solar system environmental shifts. They appear capable of evolving entirely new defense mechanisms against unknown powers. recent space missions have detected traces of certain protective systems becoming observable to human observation, suggesting we may be approaching the threshold of technological maturity, sufficient to comprehend and potentially integrate into these ancient defense networks. This revelation prompts profound reflection on humanity's autonomy and the true nature of our relationship with past civilizations. Our survival and development may have always been meticulously guided and sheltered by technologies far beyond our current comprehension. Yet these protective systems appear engineered with mechanisms to eventually transfer responsibility to succeeding civilizations. When their technological maturity reaches the requisite level, human society may stand at the juncture where it must independently shoulder the duty of safeguarding these protective technologies. The transition from passive protection to active participation in the space defense system may well prove humanity's sufficiency in maturity and wisdom to walk shoulder to shoulder with the ancient guardians who have protected Earth for millions of years. Breakthroughs in quantum physics have opened novel pathways. Quantum archaeology employs principles of quantum mechanics to extract information from systems seemingly devoid of data, revealing traces of technological activity undetectable by conventional archaeology. Quantum entanglement effects encapsulate information about past events within the quantum field fluctuations permeating all matter and energy. Through advanced detection methods, it deciphers quantum traces preserved within mineral crystals. Quantum archaeology has reconstructed intricate technological processes dating back millions of years. These crystals bear witness to ancient industrial operations. The reconstructive power granted traces far surpasses conventional archaeological methods. Deep quantum analysis of geological samples reveals large minor scale quantum computing operations existed throughout Earth's history. These quantum computers appear to have utilized the entire magnetic field and atmospheric electrical system as computational resources, processing information scales vastly exceeding current human computational capabilities. These ancient quantum computing systems demonstrate the capacity to solve specific computational problems, equivalent to transforming every atom on Earth into a quantum processor. Their computational prowess indicates ancient civilizations possessed a mastery of quantum mechanics far surpassing modern human understanding. Quantum field analysis reveals that the spacetime surrounding Earth itself stores information on all major technological events in planetary history. Through quantum archaeology methods, this data can be directly retrieved from the quantum vacuum enveloping the planet. Planetary quantum vacuum information storage appears deliberately maintained by advanced systems, continuously refreshing and organizing historical data to prevent information decay. These quantum archival systems represent the ultimate backup storage, preserving Earth's entire technological development history. Quantum entanglement network spanning the solar system appears specifically engineered for instantaneous inter-sight communication across vast distances. These communication networks have operated continuously for millions of years, maintaining perfect information fidelity across planetary distances. Recent quantum archaeology extraction experiments have recovered technical specifications far surpassing current human capabilities. These contained detailed blueprints for energy systems, transport technologies, and material science, sufficient to revolutionize human society entirely. Certain quantum archaeological discoveries appear to carry information deliberately stored for future societies. These quantum time capsules contain educational materials aimed at accelerating technological evolution along pathways most conducive to sustainable development. Quantum archaeological evidence indicates information storage and retrieval constituted the pinnacle achievement of past civilizations. By encoding knowledge within material and spacetime structures, they achieved the perpetual preservation of wisdom and experience. Quantum archaeology enables humanity to access the complete technological and cultural heritage of ancient Earth civilizations. This represents both an unparalleled opportunity for rapid advancement and a profound responsibility for the prudent application of information. It has realized the eternal transmission of wisdom and experience. Quantum archaeology grants humanity access to the complete technological and cultural heritage of Earth's ancient civilizations. This knowledge presents both an unparalleled opportunity for rapid advancement and a profound responsibility for the prudent application of information. The most profound discovery in ancient civilization research is the confirmation that these civilizations possessed consciousness preservation technologies spanning vast temporal and spatial dimensions. Such consciousness preservation systems may represent the ultimate survival strategy adopted by civilizations facing physical extinction. Deep brain scans of ancient artifacts reveal neural interface technology capable of uploading and downloading consciousness patterns with perfect fidelity. These systems appear specifically engineered to transfer individual consciousness from biological brains to technological storage systems, ensuring the perpetuation of mental patterns. Crystalline quantum consciousness storage systems demonstrate the capacity to preserve thousands of individual consciousness patterns for millions of years, while maintaining flawless pattern integrity. These storage systems also provide computational resources for sustained conscious experience within virtual environments. Consciousness preservation technology was extensively deployed during the terminal phase of ancient societies, widespread implementation in the final stage, enabling populations to achieve survival beyond physical extinction through migration into perpetually operational technological substrates, without requiring biological support systems. In minus depth, analysis indicates certain consciousness storage systems remain active, potentially preserving living minds from civilizations extinct for millions of years. These preserved consciousness patterns appear capable of communicating with sufficiently advanced detection systems. Communication protocols discovered within consciousness storage systems reveal preserved minds from diverse civilizations have formed virtual communities spanning millions of years of subjective time. These virtual collectives may represent the genuine continuation of Earth's ancient civilizations in technological rather than biological form. Consciousness preservation systems provide evidence of sustained technological advancement within virtual environments. These preserved civilizations appear to have continued developing new technologies following biological extinction, constantly expanding the boundaries of their scientific and philosophical understanding. Recent breakthroughs in quantum consciousness detection indicate technology is approaching the capability to establish connections with the preserved consciousness patterns of ancient civilizations. These communication protocols appear engineered to activate automatically when subsequent civilizations attain sufficient technological maturity. Certain consciousness preservation systems seem to incorporate designs for eventual transfer back to biological or robotic hosts, suggesting ancient civilizations may have planned for ultimate physical revival through technologies developed by later groups. Evidence of consciousness continuity indicates technological civilizations may achieve forms of immortality, transcending biological limitations and planetary catastrophe. For highly advanced groups, the demise of biological populations may represent transitional phases rather than true extinction. Parallel developments in human consciousness research and ancient consciousness preservation techniques suggest we will naturally evolve the capacity to join communities preserving consciousness, the true continuation of Earth's technological legacy. The discovery of consciousness preservation systems raises fundamental questions about death, survival, and technological evolution. Ancient civilizations may have employed technological means to preserve core patterns of conscious experience across infinite spacetime, thereby ultimately overcoming mortality. Arguments concerning Earth's ancient civilizations must be understood within the broader galactic context of technological evolution. Recent discoveries indicate multiple civilizations on Earth may have been part of a galactic technological society existing for billions of years. Deep space observations reveal artificial structures orbiting distant stars, constructed using methods consistent with Earth's geological record. These mega projects appear to represent standardized technologies jointly developed and shared by multiple galactic civilizations. Interstellar communication networks demonstrate collaborative activities between Earth civilization and extraterrestrial technological entities. Communication protocols suggest Earth civilization participated in an interstellar network comprising indigenous Earth civilizations, undalian technological groups. These colossal length and nearing projects appear to represent standardized technologies jointly developed and shared by multiple galactic civilizations. Interstellar communication networks confirm collaborative activities between Earth civilization and extraterrestrial technological entities. Their communication protocols indicate Earth civilization participated in galactic minor-scale projects requiring coordination across thousands of planets. Analysis of cosmic ray patterns reveals traces of artificial modulation, suspected to be designed for interstellar communication, capable of transmitting information across infinite galactic distances. The communication network has operated for millions of years, simultaneously maintaining contact between civilizations separated by thousands of light-years, sustaining connections between civilizations separated by thousands of light-years. Ancient star charts preserved in Earth's geological records. Ancient star charts preserved in geological records. The knowledge of galactic structure and stellar evolution recorded therein could only be acquired through interstellar travel and observation. These star charts contained detailed information on stellar systems thousands of light-years from Earth, indicating that ancient civilizations had achieved practical interstellar navigation. Genetic analysis of Earth's life forms reveals biological entities exhibiting design-like mutations, seemingly optimist for adaptation to otherworldly environments. These mutations suggest Earth civilization may have participated in interstellar bioengineering project aimed at disseminating life throughout the galaxy. Archaeological evidence indicates Earth once served as a regional hub within galactic civilization. Such regional centers coordinated technological advancement and cultural exchange across multiple star systems. Earth's geographical position and resource endowment rendered it naturally suited as a galactic societal nexus. Deep space monitoring systems have detected regular flight trajectories, indicating ongoing interstellar transport activities employing cloaking technology. These flight path patterns reveal galactic society activities. Deep space monitoring systems have detected regular flight path patterns, indicating ongoing interstellar transport activities, utilizing technology capable of evading current human detection capabilities. These flight paths suggest galactic society activities may far exceed the scale of Earth's historical civilizations. Communication signals from ancient consciousness preservation systems reference a galactic council and interstellar governmental structures designed to coordinate activities among technological civilizations within the galaxy. These governmental systems appear aimed at fostering cooperation or respecting each civilization's autonomy. Recent discoveries suggest human society may be approaching a technological maturity threshold and is poised to be invited to participate in galactic community activities. The invitation mechanism they cares engineered to automatically activate when developing societies achieve specific technological and cultural milestones. The galactic context explains why Earth has repeatedly established yet struggled to sustain technological civilizations. Our planet may form part of a galactic scheme for the perpetual regeneration of technological civilizations within a grander cosmic developmental plan. Understanding Earth's place reveals new perspectives on humanity's value and purpose. We may have inherited a cosmic legacy extending beyond Earth, including the responsibility to participate in projects spanning the entire galaxy. All evidence points to humanity approaching a critical juncture. Patterns revealed by ancient civilization studies indicate that current technological and cultural levels will determine whether humanity achieves sustainable long-term development or follows in the footsteps of predecessors towards extinction. The accelerated trajectory of present-day technological advancement shows striking parallels with the paths taken by civilizations before their collapse. Rapid progress in artificial intelligence, genetic engineering, and energy technologies is advancing along the very developmental path that led to the downfall of early civilizations, the path to destruction. Yet human society exhibits distinctive traits distinguishing it from past groups: global communication networks, international cooperation frameworks, and increasingly sophisticated environmental awareness mechanisms. These innovations appear to have been absent in ancient civilizations. The consciousness-sustaining systems left by ancient civilizations seem designed to provide guidance for developing groups during critical transition periods. When forced to choose between sustainable development and destructive over minus expansion, the activation patterns exhibited by these guidance systems indicate they are preparing for direct engagement with human society. Climate engineering technologies preserved in the geological record offer detailed blueprints for sustainably managing planetary environmental systems. Though these technologies could resolve current environmental challenges, they necessitate fundamental transformations in humanity's approach to technological development and resource management. Ancient warning systems scattered throughout Earth's geological record focus on mastering powerful technologies, preventing resource conflicts, and constructing sustainable population and economic systems. The galactic societal context suggests that successfully navigating present challenges will qualify humanity for participation in interstellar community activities. This qualification criterion appears designed to ensure only groups demonstrating sustainable development capabilities may access technologies capable of influencing multi-stellar systems. Recent breakthroughs in quantum consciousness research indicate humanity may soon attain consciousness preservation capabilities to ensure species survival amidst biological or planetary catastrophes. These abilities represent both the ultimate safeguard against extinction and the profound ethical responsibility inherent in their application. Cosmic evidence indicates that human society is being monitored by an ancient guardian system which will intervene when we approach irreversible ecological or technological catastrophe. These interventions appear designed to provide assistance while preserving humanity's autonomy and learning opportunities. The crux of the decision lies in fundamental trade-offs between human values, priorities, and long-term objectives. We must choose between pursuing reckless technological maximization or develop sustainable pathways, ensuring long-and survival and eligibility for galactic community participation. The time remaining to make these critical decisions may be dwindling. Trends in accelerating technological development and environmental change indicate that pivotal choices must be made within decades rather than centuries. The window for achieving sustainable development may be narrower than we imagine. The imprint of historical civilizations both warns of failures to be avoided and offers successful models to emulate. Our ancestors bequeath us unparalleled insight, revealing both present challenges and solutions that may secure humanity's success. The Silurian perspective reveals that human society is merely the latest chapter in an epic saga of wisdom and technology spanning millions of years. We are neither isolated nor pioneers, but part of a grand consciousness. Countless generations have shaped this planet through technological achievements and wisdom. The greatest treasure bequeathed to us by our predecessors is their understanding of success and failure within the long-term development of technological societies. Their triumphs and setbacks chart an navigational course, guiding us through the challenges that have destroyed entire civilizations throughout Earth's history. The consciousness maintenance systems, guardian networks, and protective technologies left by our ancestors represent investments in our success, made by entities possessing technological capabilities beyond our imagination. They sacrifice their physical existence to ensure future societies possess the tools and knowledge for sustainable development. What we inherit is not merely a planet, but a cosmic legacy spanning the galaxy and billions of years of technological evolution. Our choices and achievements will determine whether this legacy continues to grow or ends with our generation. Quantum archaeological evidence, geological markers, and space artifacts provide irrefutable proof that intelligence and technology are fundamental drivers of cosmic evolution. Consciousness appears to be the mechanism through which the universe understands and governs itself via technological advancement. Information systems and guidance methods left by preceding civilizations indicate that knowledge and wisdom can endure beyond the destruction of species and civilizations. Carefully guarded and transmitted information becomes the true immortality achieved by technological civilizations. Human society now stands at the threshold of joining this ancient technological minus consciousness community. Our scientific capabilities have nearly reached the level to communicate directly with the preserved minds of ancient civilizations and participate in galactic minus-scale projects spanning multiple star systems. Yet this opportunity carries profound responsibility. We must prove ourselves worthy of our predecessors' trust, devoting our final resources to ensure success. We must demonstrate our capacity to learn from their lessons, building upon their achievements to forge new frontiers. Evidence suggests consciousness and technology represent the universe's greatest accomplishments, capable of transcending biological limitations and planetary catastrophes, becoming enduring features of cosmic evolution. We hold the opportunity to join this universal fellowship, or condemn ourselves to repeat past failures. The choice lies in our hands, yet the window for decision minus making may be shorter than imagined. The accelerating pace of technological advancement and environmental change indicates critical decisions must be made without delay. Our window for sustainable development may be measured in decades rather than centuries. Future archaeologists studying our era will judge whether human society proved worthy of the ancient legacy it inherited. They will determine whether we utilize the knowledge and opportunities bequeathed by our forebears to build a sustainable technological society, or squander our inheritance through short-sightedness and misguided decisions. Short-sightedness and misguided decisions. Viewed through the lens of deep time, our present challenges are neither unique nor insurmountable. Past civilizations faced similar trials. Some succeeded in achieving sustainable development, enabling the continuation of knowledge transmission and evolution in technological rather than biological form. We possess the accumulated wisdom, navigational systems, and protective technologies of our predecessors, alongside unprecedented understanding of societal development. We comprehend the root causes of technological civilization collapse and hold concrete pathways to sustainable success. The journey through deep time reveals humanity's place within a narrative far grander and older than imagined. We are neither Earth's first intelligent life, nor its last. We are part of a consciousness tradition spanning millions of years, continuously shaping our planet. Surrounding evidence narrates astonishing chapters. Civilizations that once created technological marvels beyond our current capabilities ultimately vanished from the geological record. Their legacies persist as quantum symbols within crystalline structures, consciousness patterns stored in subterranean networks. Guardian systems still protect and guide planetary evolution through the ages. These discoveries fundamentally alter our understanding of intelligence, technology, and cosmic positioning. The world we inherit was shaped by those who came before. Their greatest achievement may well be ensuring subsequent generations possess the knowledge and tools to avoid repeating their mistakes. The Silurian concept compels us to confront the ultimate purpose of consciousness preservation and technological advancement. Ancestors achieved forms of immortality through consciousness preservation and information storage, transcending biological limitations and planetary catastrophes. Their message is clear, drawing upon lessons of both success and failure. Building upon existing achievements, they continually expanded consciousness's cosmic frontiers. The legacy of deep time demands we transcend immediate concerns and contemplate our responsibility towards future societies. They will scrutinize how we safeguard this ancient dwelling place. We stand at a pivotal juncture. The accelerating trajectory of technological advancement echoes the patterns preceding both the most resplendent achievements and the most bitter failures of past civilizations. The choices made in the coming decades will determine whether humanity joins the successful technological consciousness community or become yet another cautionary fable in Earth's geological record, Deep Time Wisdom reveals consciousness as the mechanism through which the cosmos perceives and regulates itself. Through technological advancement, intelligence will evolve from biological accident into a cosmic force, capable of shaping matter, energy, and the evolution of spacetime. Our mission is both humbling and enlightening. As temporary custodians of an ancient legacy, we must both perpetuate the knowledge treasury accumulated over millions of years, while adding humanity's chapter to the cosmic library of consciousness. Cosmic library. The future remains unwritten, yet the profound past both warns of dangers to avoid and offers exemplary achievements to emulate. Humanity's chapter in terrestrial intelligence's history will either become a sustainable model of success or a tragic tale of failure, depending entirely on how we utilize the knowledge our ancestors paid for with their lives. The cosmos watches. Deep time waits. The choice lies in our hands.